Guess who's back to beat another Pokemon game, only using the shiniest ones.
Wow, it's me, of course. That's the name on the bottom of the video.
Gotta beat them all.
I mean, come on. It's almost like the box tells you to do. Heavy emphasis on the almost. You see, I just can't read.
We've already spent quite literally thousands of hours beating half the Pokemon games in the franchise.
What's another, couple of hundred of them? Really? What's that gonna do? I mean, the damage is already done. I'm already mentally crippled by the rarities of shiny Pokemon, running in the grass, resetting the game over and over and over again.
Oh God!
Where was I? Oh yeah.
Today we'll be completing Pokemon Heart Gold.
Dare I say my personal favorite region and generation.
Ho ho! Calm down!
It's a personal preference. That's all. No need to burn me at the stake here, like I'm some sort of a monster or Dracula. Oh, see, that's next month. You better save the spooky times for then, all right?
But Johto, Kanto, that's all been done to death, especially on these YouTube videos, as we've come to these regions more often than some may have liked. But me personally, a deprived Gen 2er, so to speak, I'm always happy to come back to the greatly unbalanced levels of quite a masterpiece. When have we ever got such great value from a Pokemon game before? There's literally 2 games in one.
Nowadays, they struggle to even make one game.
And getting shiny Pokemon in these games are not nearly as easy as you would think. But we have a job to do,
even if that means putting my mental health and well-being at risk.
Ha, who am I kidding?
That's already been long gone. I still make these videos after all.
Let's just start the long hunt for the rarities that are shiny Pokemon and take on one of the hardest Pokemon games to ever do it.
Wait a second. This doesn't look right. This isn't where you start the Johto adventure.
What's the meaning of this? This is absurd. I demand answers, damn it.
Well, everyone says that the level gaps in these games are terrible. So I thought, I'm gonna make them even harder.
And start our shiny adventure
in Kanto, in New Game Plus.
Except this ain't no real New Game Plus.
I don't get to bring over, any Pokemon that we caught before.
I gotta catch all new ones.
I mean, there's not even a starter to speak of over here, so...
Before anyone dares say this is breaking the rules.
What rules? Where may those be posted? I beat the whole first half of this game using far more shinies than I even had to.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry too much about that.
I mean, am I not here to entertain? Is that not my purpose? My purpose here?
If you've never played these games before, let me catch you up to speed in 10 seconds or less. Normal Pokemon game be like 8 gyms, 8 badges, Pokemon League, Elite 4, beat the game. But you see, in this one, there's another 8 gyms, another 8 badges, more Pokemon, and even harder final boss.
Alright, cool. You got it all figured out. You understand now? Yeah, Pokemon Heart Gold's pretty cool like that. Let's start by, getting a Pokemon. We kind of need one of those to play the game.
I wanted to give myself a fighting chance here and hunt for a Pokemon at least close to the power of an actual starter Pokemon.
Like a nice little Squirtle here.
But as you may or may not know, hunting shiny Pokemon,
you don't always end up with what you want. No matter how many hours you spend running in the grass, nothing is guaranteed in this life of endless torture. And you just gotta keep going and doing the best with what you get.
Or something like that. I don't know. I don't got the answers. What do I look like, Jaden Smith? This is what life handed me.
After about 4 hours.
Yep, I know. I bet you're jealous, aren't you? We got Wooper's big brother over here.
Oh yeah, please disregard my shiny Dragonite here. Yeah, that thing won't be needed anymore anyways. We got ourselves a Majin Buu for now on.
Just look at that face. What's not to love about a face like that? A cool mechanic in this game that rarely is ever seen in the Pokemon series is that Pokemon you catch will fall alongside you, making your shiny Pokemon even more unique.
Finally, one more unnecessary feature to help me justify spending 4 hours of my life to get this pink,
What the fuck?
But you see, in this challenge, catching this Pokemon is only half the battle. Because, we gotta train it for the gym battle against technically the 9th gym leader.
Yeah.
And we're only gonna be using this.
Kinda choose your own adventure here in the Kanto region,
with the very few exceptions.
So of course, given infinite options of gyms,
who do I go up against? Well, the intended first gym leader here, Lieutenant Surge. Since we have a water ground thing, I didn't even overlevel you. Still beat him. But to be fair, training for this battle took far longer than it felt like it even took to catch this Pokemon, so it's not like this was a given victory or anything. That's not my fault that just one ground amphibian is able to defeat them. That sounds like a skill issue to me.
Very quickly after this, I got a shiny jump scare. I don't even think this hunt was an hour long. While scouting around the area to find what I could even catch here, looking for a new shiny team member, and honestly, like I want to say 24th encounter in this grass patch, we encounter a shiny Noctowl. Like, what? Noctowl? Who put the game up to this shit? I mean, this has never, and I mean never happened to me. I honestly can't even believe this. I mean, what's next? You gonna tell me a shrimp fried this rice? You can't be fucking serious. He did that? Ow, he's only got these small little arms. Okay, well, I still believe this more than that. I'm in total shock. I understand that's how odds work sometimes. You can roll the dice and you can get lucky. But not me. This never happens to me. Does that mean that I'm the chosen one? Have I finally transcended the boundaries of the odds? Oh no. False alarm. That is very much back to normal in the very next hunt. Just forget I said any of that. Now this Pokemon, I tell you, it took way longer to train than it took to catch. You know, it might be on account of me not training it the proper way. But to be fair, I did this so we can actually hunt for the next team member as we train. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking 2 jobs at once. I'm literally living a double life like a superhero, or dare I say, Hannah Montana. Okay, let's be real. I'm not even being as productive as your average soccer mom in the commercials. But I tell you, it felt rewarding. I mean, sure, the training sucked. But we got ourselves another shiny Pokemon eventually, and it was just the one I wanted. What, you don't think I wanted this? Why not? Something wrong with this mucus monster? I think it's adorable. Then again, I have a St. Bernard in real life. And have you ever seen one of those things get excited? Makes poor Muck here look like the Grand Canyon. Hold on. I am getting a little ahead of myself here. We gotta speak about the Noctowl Foul Sprite, because it's too damn good. Who'll let Pokemon cook when they made this? Was it the shrimp? Did the shrimp fry this Sprite? After greatly underestimating Erica in the grass gym, just a little, Burby, or Super Saiyan Burby in this case, takes down the whole gym thanks to a dramatically improved moveset. Don't get me wrong, I always liked Noctowl. And Pokemon Gold and Silver, that moveset, complete dog shit. You aren't even gonna believe this, but the actual rarest thing that we encounter in this whole challenge, literally impossible to see. While I was training these Pokemon up for far too long, I battled enough Pokemon to contract the Pokemon virus, well, more suitably known as Pokerus. Did you even understand how rare this thing is? There's a 1 in 21,845 chance of actually encountering this. Almost 3 times more rare than a shiny Pokemon. I've done many challenges, and rarely ever do I come across the Pokerus. Which is even weirder, because this virus is claimed to just be microscopic Pokemon living on top of your Pokemon. Oh my god, you know what that means. We need to hunt for a shiny Pokerus stat! What do you mean the odds for a shiny Pokerus would just be 1 in 178,954,240? Why stop there? Why not 1 in a billion odds? It don't matter when I don't give a shit. I'd catch it. Come on, Game Freak, just give me the chance. I don't have a problem. You guys have a problem. You're scared of programming in your game. You're scared I'll contract the shiny Pokerus. You're just scared. Oh, what happened there? I almost have blacked out. Oh, look, it's a giant snot monster. It's funny. Why don't we just take it to the poison gym and see if I can out-poison him with the poison? I mean, how hard can it be, right? Oh, well, just leave it to Burby, I guess. He'll get another chance to shine one day, Snot. And honestly, hopefully it's pretty soon. You do have one of the rarest diseases ever. We were striking out all over the lovely land of the Kanto region, until I decided there was one place where I could go, where the grind would be a lot easier. I'm talking Victory Road, baby, where champions are forged. You a champion? I know I am. Says it on my socks that my grandmother bought me. I mean, have you ever heard of a sock lying? Here in Victory Road, I have no preference of shiny Pokemon. And you know, as long as it's anything other than Onix and the Creepy Bat and Graveler, since it explodes, and so yeah, no preference at all. This hunt racking up a total of, somewhere between 10 and 15 hours. I don't know, somewhere in the middle of those two. See, I just don't want anyone to get mad because I don't math too good. But we get ourselves the shiny Rhyhorn. Now this one looks good. Overworld sprite and all. What? Icarus is concerned about the trap. The trap.
What the fuck?
What's a trap? Where's the trap? Is this whole game a trap? Am I a trap? Even after I evolve, it still warns me about the trap? Why you always be telling me this? What is it and why? I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna end it. One shot of that Pokevirus, please.
Is Icarus here referring to the trap, as referred to in rap songs, commonly known to be where you cook crack? Who'd think there'd be such a strong species divided here? Some questions were never meant to have the answers to, and that's just one of them. Also, if the shrimp really fried this rice, I'd like to know the answer to that as well. I know you guys are withholding the information on me, and I still can't believe those little arms made that.
Whatever, let's just take our shiny and leave.
That just took a long time.
You know what sounds good just about right now? What about the most tedious soft reset that man has ever seen?
I'm talking about the Snorlax Poke Flute reset. You see, I want a shiny Snorlax. It's blue and very round. It's a very spherical creature.
I mean, come on, it comes with own leftovers. What more could you ask for? It's just too bad it's being gatekeeped by hands down one of the worst soft resets ever.
Well, you gotta tune your radio to the Poke Flute channel. That we can only do because we saved a fucking power plant from a Team Rocket member who didn't quite get the memo that the band was broken up. Sort of like Kevin Jonas here, and play the Poke Flute for this very specific one thing.
What's that, kid? You want to move that?
No, you're not going to need a license for a crane or anything. You just need to play the flute.
Is that you don't got one?
Well, you just tune your radio to that 24-hour flute stream.
I mean, I literally could have gone anywhere
and got a shiny Pokemon for much less time. But I chose this. But even I know when to admit defeat.
Which is never. You just gotta give yourself a better hand than you were dealt.
You just gotta keep the royal flush up your sleeve. Trust me, everyone does it. It's not cheating if everyone does it.
Okay. I didn't do anything to go against my own morals. I just used an in-game oversight, regarded as the
cute charm ability and the trainer IDs. It's a very long story, and I'm not gonna get into that. You should just watch this video if you want to understand it.
But basically, it brings the odds slightly more in our favor.
I mean, I still had to reset for quite a few times to get it. I already asked you this. Am I not here to entertain?
And one of the big reasons I did this is it's level 50. I don't even got to train it.
I spent hours to get this regardless, so. Am I such a bad person for using a programmed oversight? How about you guys just make your games better? I don't know how, but come on, just give it a try.
It's a huge plus because this one doesn't see traps.
See, the colors could be a little bit more different.
At least with Snorlax out of the way, we can reach the original first gym, Brock, who's no pushover in the slightest. He puts up the closest battle yet,
even had to use all of our shiny pals,
leaving us with only one thing to do.
Hold up, sorry about that. Just gonna float on my giant roadblock past Pokemon True Noble here. Right here, you see, an entire city was burned to the ground. So sorry, I tripped into the secret fire gym, accidentally defeated it. Now there's only one thing to do.
Find our last shiny Pokemon and become the real Pokemon champion of 2 regions, baby!
I wanted a shiny Pikachu, because how often do you get to use a Pikachu in the Johto region? Also, I'm a huge sucker for commercialism.
And Pikachu is the goddamn mascot! You slap that face on anything and it sells.
Okay, maybe not everything.
But the only area you can find a Pikachu
is much more of a liability. I'm not wasting my last team member slot on a Pidgey or a Metapod. I'd much rather a shiny Bellsprout. No, seriously, that's what I actively hunted for. It's not even a bit here. Finally, some more type coverage. Yay! Don't want to end up like the last challenge. Hoenn didn't really treat me well.
After a quick Google search for where the Leaf Stone is and acquiring Perfect Cell, bumping up by little muscles, I'm Perfect Cell. Thought this battle would just be a cell sweep, but of course she's got Ice Beam. I guess I should have expected that. You could say she
unleashed her power. You get it? Alright, I'll stop.
But I'm my father's son!
But we're okay. Our team's really good. Soon, it's not gonna be so easy. I know this because I'm from the future. I'm from the future, and this challenges already happened.
Now the game really starts to pick up, where we battle against the former Kanto champion
for about 24 minutes or something like that, making him the fastest Pokemon champion to lose his title.
You thought you were gonna beat this guy?
Come on, this guy just screams main character. I mean, for all I know, he's probably got stand abilities.
It's funny, the gym leader just before this, Sabrina, we soloed with only Snorlax.
We're not even a match here for Blue, with all of our shiny pals. With a little better of a strategy on our side, and of course after losing very brutally, all you have to do to beat this guy, it's not that hard. You just beat his Executor with Burby. After his Executor, bends reality itself in some sort of trick room. But now with the trick room up, Majin Buu will move much faster so that we can defeat his Rhyhorn, more formally known as the very first Pokemon ever to be drawn to paper. Machamp nearly takes out our Cell. Big Muscle's bad. Sleep Powder now.
Oh, now that's the good stuff right there.
The Sleeping Machamp is much closer and easier for us to make a dead Machamp. And Vegeta Blue, the Snorlax I have not once mentioned by its nickname throughout this entirety of the video, not only has a very lore-accurate battle with the mighty Gyarados, who was healed not once, not twice, but 3 times from full restores, giving it the edge to defeat our Vegeta. Because, come on, Vegeta's not the main character. Clearly, it's Burby, the Super Saiyan and all. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to make sure we lived that before I spoke too soon. Our Majin Buu may not be able to regenerate, but it serves a mean surf and takes out the Fire Pupper, leaving only his strongest Pokemon, Pidgeot, who although is able to defeat Cell, for very obvious reasons, is no match for our Icarus, who is able to form rock slides out of thin air. Upon defeating Blue, who's granting us the 16 Gym Badge, we can now go to the final area of the game to battle Red. Yep, fighting our way through the primary colors. I better not catch Yellow talk shit either. I wouldn't be surprised if this character actually existed. Oh, hold on, let me check the Pokemon Googles real quick. Well, there you go. Yep, there it is. They can't just keep getting away with this. Oh, what do I know? I don't make billions. Maybe I need to add colors in my life too. From now on, guys, call me R96039B. That's right, a fucking dark magenta. Hey, that's me. Never felt betterly described, actually. Look, come on, where's my billions now? Damn it, I conform to your morals. I'm a color now. Where's my billions of dollars? Yeah, I might be dark magenta now, but that battle with Red, not even close. I got absolutely destroyed. And upon returning to Elite Four to train, no one told me that this whole damn thing was stronger now. What the heckity heck? Why'd they all go and do that? We're gonna have to rebeat them all. And then return to the color guy on top of a mountain. Guess what? That mountain? Also named after a color. We gave these people billions of dollars. The more insane as these Elite Four rematch battles continue getting, the more I slowly realized, I guess I've never tried these rebattles before, because I had no idea the difficulty we had up ahead. Vegeta Blue dealt with Will, Icarus, and Majin Buu shook the ground beneath Koga's poison types, and Burby and gang just scraped by to defeat Bruno's much more fighting team than we're normally used to, leaving only the much more difficult battles ahead. Against Karen, the dark-type Can I See Your Manager trainer, posed much more of a threat to us, only leaving Dragon Master Super Saiyan God Adult Gohan. Well, he's not quite adult Gohan, he's sort of missing that little thing. Yeah, if he had this thing, that would make him Gohan right there. He still has Gyarados. Icarus fabricates a rock slide to bury his first menacing threat, that is Salamence. Vegeta Blue zaps the Gyarados, leaving a very wounded and ill-prepared Icarus to go down to his Garchomp, who Vegeta Blue couldn't have been luckier to take out with a single Giga Impact. What? And believe me, Garchomp alone could have beat our whole team if this didn't happen. Speaking of dragons, Majin Buu is eventually able to defeat his Charizard. He likes a little bit too much. I'm not even talking just because it's on his team, since, spoiler alert, that's not a dragon at all! But also because he healed it up 3 times. That's commitment. Or Lance is just a 9-year-old boy that just discovered how cool Charizard is. Altaria tricks us from perishing from its terrible song that it's swapped out from hearing the end of, killing Vegeta Blue. With his Dragonite out, we lose Burby, Majin Buu, until the criminally underused Snot Cool defeated it after absolutely eating a Hyper Beam, leaving only Altaria as his final Pokemon, who may I add is surprisingly more dragon than these 2 Pokemon. And Lance, not too smart, still using Perish Song even though he's unable to switch out his own Pokemon, meaning after 3 turns, both Snot Cool and Altaria perish, and we defeat the Pokemon Champion. As much as this is a really cool Hall of Fame team, and that's a really big fucking number, we're not done. Remember the whole Color Red character on the Silver Mountain? Yeah. Now we're back to end the journey for good, with main character versus next season's main character. Who will win? Red versus Dark Magenta. I notice you're a man of a very few words. I respect that as a man of far too many words. and not enough reading capabilities. Of course, we gotta start with our own starter, the Dark Magenta monster himself, Majin Buu, 11 levels lower than his Pikachu here. Luckily, Pikachu, bad. Like, really bad. Barbie is severely outclassed by his Venusaur, who's 9 levels stronger, leaving it to Snot Cool, while also very underleveled, and Asleep, still better. So, take that. I guess the better green monster wins this fight. I'm gonna be real, his Lapras somehow didn't sweep our entire team. Even though it had all the right and the ability to do so, I was just spared somehow. That's all there is to it. I mean, Cell of all Pokemon beats it. In a hailstorm, Plant. Icarus again, David Blaine's a rock slide and killing yet another Charizard. Also, that Cell could get hit by one of the most overkills of Blizzard to ever land on Plant. You know, just since the Ice Age, or Ice Age the Meltdown, Ice Age the Dawn of Dinosaurs, or you can't forget about Ice Age the Continental Drift, or Ice Age Collision Course, or the untitled 6th film to be announced. Yeah, those are all the things that were slightly colder than the blizzard that hit Cell. Just to repreface where we were going with this. We bring Furby back from the dead like every other season of Dragon Ball, and with a lot of assistance and Hail Chip, eventually Blastoise is dealt with, leaving only his very own Snorlax, who freezes Majin Buu on the very first turn. I can't get a break. I just can't.
Was the almost 150 hours not enough? But now freeze from his last Pokemon.
I deserve this. Only one way to deal with a 1,000-pound problem is by substituting in another, shinier 1,000-pound problem, 14 levels lower, defeating the most legendary trainer in all of Pokemon, who was just speechless at the fact that he got out main character and jumps off the mountain. The end. Giving us the record-breaking time of 147 hours. Wait, what? Oh yeah, there was another whole video in the first half of the game. How could I forget? Oh yeah, just about everyone did. I mean, just look at the views. You see the views. I know I do. Anyways, here's a playlist of me beating every Pokemon game with just, you know, the rarest and shiniest Pokemon ever. Oh well, there's a playlist